Welcome to the Medium in the Middle podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie, the Medium in the Middle. On this podcast, I share my journey as a developing psychic medium, as a Reiki master teacher, as an Akashic record practitioner, and anything else that's thrown my way. Hello, Middlers. Welcome to episode 152. My name is Stephanie. I am the Medium in the Middle. If you are new here, welcome. I tell my entire story of my mediumship journey from episode 1, but that was a few years ago now, so we are further along in the journey. But if you want to go back and listen from episode 1, I share with you all the things that happened to me when I first realized my gifts, quote unquote. When I first realized I could talk to the dead, it definitely did not feel like a gift back then. And I've been sharing my story ever since for the past over 3 years. Today I want to talk about an important subject, and I was asked this question a few different times by a few different people, and I was just thinking like, ooh, I need to talk about this on the podcast. And that question was, if someone else, well, actually, they were asking me if I can tell if someone has gifts, spiritual gifts is kind of what we're talking about, and if someone will be good at it. So can I tell if you're a medium and if you'll be good at it? I have a lot to say about this, so I dedicated an entire episode to it. But first, we're going to start off by pulling some cards. As always, I wanted to pull 2 cards this week. The first card is from the Colette Baron Reid Enchanted Map deck, and the second card is from the Mediumship Training deck. I haven't pulled from that one in a while, but just with today's kind of theme, I was like, ooh, we need a little guidance. So I actually pulled the cards on live on Instagram. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram at Medium in the Middle. Go over there. I always will tell my story watchers all of the news first, so you get first dibs on things. And I'm pretty funny over there, I like to think. But at Medium in the Middle, it is my only account. I always like to take the opportunity to tell you that I will never DM you for a reading. If you got a message from me, please know it was a scammer. I have never DM'd you first. I can guarantee that. So at Medium in the Middle is my only account. And I pulled the first card, Education. And let's see what it says. Life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Ooh. I was talking about this with my mentees today. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school, ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you an unfamiliar school, and you must learn it by experience. Now is a time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know. Yet. Ooh, I like this card. Okay, I'm going to read the reverse because it looks good. Stubbornness and the desire to know it all and to be right no matter what will not get you what you want. Or could it be that you're afraid to be seen as someone who knows less than you're supposed to? Could you be flying through life by the seat of your pants, hoping no one will notice you're skimming the surface of things? Life is filled with lessons, some bitter, some sweet. A strident lust for certainty will never bring you the wisdom you seek. Pretending to know more than you do won't make you wise. Be assured that not knowing is a magical place to be. All manner of mysteries are revealed. Be open. It's okay to not know. Ooh, I feel like we really needed to hear the reversed version of that. I want to do a podcast episode on this. I know I say that all the time, but about ego, because I feel like it has like such a bad rep. It's like the bad E word, but there's a lot to unpack, and this card reminds me of the ego and breaking that down. I forget if it was when I worked at Lululemon or when I took my yoga teacher training where I learned this, but about admitting when you don't know something. And I know that sounds like the simplest concept ever, but think about in your life if you actually do this. And there's like power in saying, I don't know, or power in saying like, let me find out for you, or like, let me get you the answer for that, but I'm not sure. So I know I'm always trying to be mindful of that. Like, I don't need to have the answers for everything, especially as a teacher. In my classes, if I don't know something, I am perfectly fine saying I don't know. When I was a CrossFit coach, if I didn't know something, I was perfectly fine saying I don't know. And I think especially in the spirituality community, people think I know everything about everything. I know it's funny to think about it, but they just like assume that I know about astrology and human design and everything about mediumship and everything about psychic and every different type of Reiki and every different type of energy work. And my favorite, this is a Lululemon statement: you don't know what you don't know. And I don't know what I don't know. I only know what I do know. So it's just like an interesting place to be. I really like that card, education. So that's the first card pull. And I have a lot of announcements, so I'm going to break them up. The first announcement is that my Mentees in the Middle one-on-one mentorship program is opening again in January. And I have about 4 spots open. It's a 12-week program. You work one-on-one with me. So if you are looking for a mentor in the spiritual realm, Reiki, mediumship, business are kind of what I focus on. It is application-based. And I just do that to make sure I can help you. So based on what you put on your application, if I believe I can help you and I sway test it, then of course you're accepted. If I just don't think I have anything to offer you, if I don't think I can help you, then I'm honest about that before I take your money. So that is opening today. I will leave the link to apply down below in the show notes. I don't expect those few spots to last very long. It over half sold out to the wait list, but there are a few spots available if you are looking for a mentor in the new year. We start the second week of January. And the second card that I pulled was Flower Power from the Mediumship Training deck. Flowers have a gentle way of touching our heart, our memories, and our soul. Their colors, shapes, fragrances, and beauty all provide hope and a sense of heartfelt inspiration. Flowers are capable of holding energy. Did you know that you can do a reading by holding a flower? I didn't know that. It's important to experiment with different techniques when it comes to the development and unfoldment of your spiritual abilities. Flower clairsentience is another form of psychometry, the practice of using items infused with someone's energy. But in this case, you're holding one of the nature's beautiful living creations instead of a watch or a ring. Flowers are very sensitive and can easily absorb the energy of the person who has been holding them, enabling you to feel the energy that passed between two living things. Give it a try. Interesting. I'm allergic to flowers, so I'm not going to try this, but I have tried psychometry, and that's very, very fun, especially for learning how to work with energy. I also have my students practice that a lot because it is a great learning tool. Very cool. Flower power. We all learned something new today. Okay, announcements. I have so many announcements. The Reiki level 1 in January is sold out. That went so fast, I didn't even have a chance to launch it. So I will find more dates in February probably and launch that soon. There is a Reiki level 2 at the end of January, but I am now only accepting my Reiki level 1 students into my level 2 courses. Unfortunately, I found that when people take my level 2 and they didn't take my level 1, they realize the difference in trainings and they don't feel as set up. So I just want to ensure that my trainings are consistent and you actually get what you need from a level 1 and what you need from your level 2 because they are two very different, very important courses. So in the new year, you must take my level 1 if you want to take my level 2, and you have to take my level 1 and level 2 for me to master you. I just need to know what you learned. So I'll leave the link down below for level 2. There's still a few spots left in that. And my last announcement is the infamous, I don't know what's the right word to say. My end of year goals workshop is planned for the 29th. It is going to be a 2.5-hour event. I keep getting asked for this event to be longer and longer, and it's so fun, so I get it. But it's going to be a year in review and goals workshop. So what I like to do in this workshop is we take the first hour and we look back at 2022 because we are always moving so fast that we rarely pay attention to what we did accomplish. Then we look forward to 2023 and we set goals and we set out how we want to feel, things we want to accomplish, places we want to go. It is my favorite thing to do right before the new year. So I like to do it as close as possible. So we're doing it Thursday, December 29th. It's 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It will be held live, but if you are registered, everyone registered gets to catch the replay. Or if you want to go back through the workshop and like redo it, update your answers, take a little bit more time. If 2.5 hours isn't enough, then we will have time for that too. Then everybody gets the replay for that as well. So that is going to be my first live workshop in a very long time. So if you've been waiting for something from me, this is a great, great opportunity. I will do this workshop forever and ever. Amen. I love it so much. I literally can't wait to like a few days before New Year's Eve. Gets me excited for the new year. I'm like, oof, let's like look back at the year, look forward. So that's up and available for registration. So those are all my announcements, and let's get into this week's episode. So the question that was posed to me, and I'll say it in a few different ways, and then I'll kind of tell you my answers. But a few of the questions were, can someone tell you if you're going to work out or not in kind of spirituality? And can someone tell you if you have gifts or not? So I have a lot to say about this. Number one, why would you want someone to tell you that? And why would you allow someone to tell you that? So I just find that this is such a like giving away your power type of moment. This falls into the same category as like, what is my life's purpose question in the Akashic Records. I always joke and I'm like, what if the Akashic Records told you that your life purpose was to be a banker? Go work at a bank. That's your life's purpose. You're just like handing your power away. You know that you get to decide your life's purpose? Shocker. Mic drop. Do you know that you get to decide if you're good at your gifts or not? And I get it. Like, it's not like hockey. I always use this example where, yes, some Wayne Gretzky's are going to be amazing at hockey. They're just going to step on the ice and be fine. But think about this like anything in life. Some people don't really need to practice. They're just really good and they could go to the game with no practice and be fine. Some people need to have an hour of practice every single day before that game in order to be fine. And some people need 2 hours a night in order to practice for the game. So yes, some people will naturally be better than others, and I think it'll be easier for them, but that doesn't mean that with enough practice, anyone can get to where you are. So I hate this question when people ask it to me because it's a loaded question, right? Like, you're giving me the power to decide if you're going to be good or not. And I get asked this question a lot in my Reiki courses when I'm attuning people. People say like, oh, can you tell like who's going to be good at Reiki or who's going to be better? Or if, someone is going to be whatever. I'm like, no. Also, like, would you want me to tell you that? And if I did tell you that, how much of that is my ego? And how much of that is actually true? The other time that this really, really bothers me, again, I find this in the Akashic Records more than anything, is when people say, oh, I had a lady a few years ago tell me that I have gifts, but I don't know what they are. Can you tell me what they are? What? Or like, oh, someone said I'd be a good medium, but I don't think I'm a medium. Do you think I'm a medium? It's just so much of like giving away your power. You need to stop. Stop doing that. It's like you're on stage with the microphone and you're like, here, you talk. I don't want to talk. Well, no, it's your stage. It's your microphone. It's your talk. No, here, you talk. You probably know better than me about me. Here you go. And it just drives me mental because you're giving away your power and you're not figuring out what you want. Okay, let's play the role again. What's my life's purpose? My life's purpose is to be a medium. So if you're not doing mediumship, then you're not in your life's purpose. Now what? And you could, let's say for me, what if someone told me that my life's purpose was to be a medium? And I'm not doing mediumship right now. I don't do readings. I help people a lot with mediumship, but that would make me really unhappy. If someone told me that my life's purpose was to be a medium, I'm not doing mediumship right now. And what, do I change my course? Do I now change everything to be a medium because that's my life's purpose? And I get it. You're looking for validation. You're looking for someone to tell you your life's purpose is whatever you're doing or wherever you're going, or I don't know, you want direction because you haven't been able to decide. This is like a loaded question here. But I also feel like asking someone that is just handing it all away, handing away your power. And then I also think that if anyone ever tells you that, that's their ego. I think you'd be really good at this. I think anyone could be really good at this if they tried. I think anyone could be really good at this and if they put in the time. I think anyone would be really good at this if they practice 100 hours. Oh, you only practice 10 hours and you wonder why you're not really good at this and you just want to know if it's your life purpose or if you have a special gift that's somehow going to make the next 90 hours easier for you of practice. Newsflash, we all need that practice. That's where my rage comes in, right? Like if you're not good after 10 hours, you're like, oh, it's not for me. And as adults, we don't take not being good at things right away easily. We just like, oh, it's not for me. So please, number one, don't ask this. Number two, how dare you give away your power to someone else to tell you what your purpose is or what your gifts are or you should or shouldn't be doing. Like, what if I told you you were meant to be a banker? Are you going to go and apply to CIBC and RBC and all the banks? Well, a psychic told me I should be working at a bank. So that's why I'm here. Will you hire me? Like, it sounds ridiculous, and I can hear you guys rolling your eyes at me, but what if I said that? But no, you're not expecting me to tell you your life purpose is go to work at a bank. You're expecting me to tell you some grandiose plan that I have knowledge to that you do not, because I am so special that I know everything about you and you do not. How dare you give someone else that power? We don't have it. And even if I did know, you better believe I wouldn't be telling you. I am keeping my mouth shut. If you are going to suck, if you are going to crash and burn and fail, if being a medium or Reiki is not for you, do you even think I would tell you if I knew that? And if I did tell you, that is ego. How dare I say anything? How dare I even impose my thoughts on your life and what you should be doing or not doing, what I declare you will be good at or not good at? How dare I? So please be mindful of what questions you ask to others, to your teachers, to your mentors, even to yourself, because where are you handing away your microphone? That is yours. This is your stage. This is your show. This is your speech. Don't give the microphone to me because you think I'm a better speaker than you. No. Anyways, if you can't tell, I've been holding in the rage about this for a while, and I just wanted to get on the microphone and do a little yelling and release my Lebanese spirit because it just really upsets me that people think that others know more about them than them. I don't know more about you than you. I might have a little bit more clarity that I can help you with. I might be able to guide you and give you some, outsider's perspective, but you always know best of what's for you. You always know what you should be doing for you in your life. You always know your gifts. There's nothing I can tell you that you don't already know. And that's for every psychic and medium. And if they claim any different, my belief is that is their ego. That is them trying to have power over you, thinking that they have more knowledge than you, thinking that their opinion is more important than yours. It just doesn't make sense to me in any way, shape, or form that someone could ever tell you something like this. So please never allow someone. And if someone has told you this, I would like to personally apologize that even got in your mind. That someone said you could be doing this, should be doing this, would be good at this, would be bad at this, even worse. If someone said you wouldn't be good at something. And you think about when you're a child, when someone says, oh, you can't run a 10K, what are you about to go do? Run that 10K. When someone says, oh, you could never do that, what are you about to go do? Do that. So just be mindful because those things are also going to create your limiting beliefs as well, right? So just be mindful of these things. I wanted to bring that to your awareness because I feel like around this time of year, a lot of people go to psychics and mediums and they ask these types of questions. And trust me, for the money you're paying, you can ask better questions and get better results. That's what I'm going to tell you. Stop giving away your power. Hold your microphone. You have your power. You get to decide what you want to do. You get to decide your life's purpose. You get to decide what you're good at. You get to decide what you're interested in. Okay, and rant and rant. I'm stopping there, but that's what I wanted to say. Come back to this episode when you need me in your ears reminding you. Okay? Okay. So this is future editing Steph dropping in, and I want to add a little bit of softness to this episode because I do want to say that I can help you figure things out, and other people can help you with this as well. So if you think you're a medium, but you're not sure and you need to like connect the dots, yes, someone can support you with that. If you're not sure what's going on and you need help, yes, people can support you with that. But I just don't think it's fair that someone tells you out of the blue that you're a medium and then you need to go like sort that out in your life. If you have an inkling or if you've had experiences and you need help sorting it out, yes, go seek help. But when someone just puts that idea in your mind, I feel like you're then going to fulfill a prophecy that wasn't in your mind before and wasn't set out by you. So then you're almost trying to prove, is what this lady or man told me right or wrong? Is it real what they said to me? And then that's just like sending you again down a path that maybe you wanted to be on, maybe you didn't. Nothing that is meant for you is going to pass you. If you're meant to be a medium, trust me, you will realize it and develop and know. If you're not meant to know, your gifts aren't like hidden under a rock that you need to like make sure you discover or you've missed your entire life's purpose. Nothing is going to be hidden from you. So just remember that. That's all from me for this week. If you haven't already, leave a podcast review. It really helps me out in the podcast world, and it just takes a few seconds wherever you're listening. Thank you very much for all your reviews. If you want to book an appointment with me, I am booking into the new year. We're about midway into January. All the links will be down below in the show notes. All the links you need for all the announcements to register for workshops, courses, apply for the Mentees are where? Down below in the show notes. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. And I will see you next Wednesday in your ears. Bye, everybody.